Growing older is not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. When you reach your 70s, you've seen life in all its shades. You've weathered storms, celebrated countless victories, and gained wisdom that only time can offer. But here's the secret to living your best years yet. It's not just about what you add to your life, but what you let go of. Imagine freeing yourself from the unnecessary burdens you've been carrying and making room for more joy, health, and peace of mind. This isn't about slowing down. It's about lightening the load to move forward with grace and enthusiasm. It's about living fully in the present while embracing every new day as a chance for growth and happiness. Let's dive deep into the most liberating things to let go of, starting with a familiar burden that weighs many of us down: guilt and regrets. 1. Let go of guilt and regrets. One of the most common and heaviest burdens people carry into their later years is guilt. This guilt often stems from past mistakes, unfulfilled dreams, or relationships that went sour. It's that lingering feeling of what ifs and should have beens that takes up valuable mental space, making it hard to focus on the beauty of today. The truth is, you did your best with the knowledge, resources, and circumstances you had at the time. Carrying guilt only serves to pull you away from the present, filling your mind with regret instead of gratitude. Think about it this way: dwelling on what could have been doesn't change the past, but it does affect your present and future. A shift in perspective is what truly transforms life. One older gentleman shared, "I wasted too many years thinking about the what-ifs. Now I wake up and say, what's next?" This simple yet profound change helped him to focus on new experiences, meaningful relationships, and personal growth. You can do the same. Instead of replaying old mistakes or missed opportunities, redirect your energy toward appreciating what you have now. If there are lingering issues, like a fractured relationship, consider whether seeking forgiveness or simply moving on would bring you more peace. You owe it to yourself to let go of what's been holding you back and to embrace a mindset that is filled with contentment and gratitude. 2. Let go of a sedentary lifestyle. As we age, it's all too easy to become less active. The body aches a bit more, energy levels dip, and it sometimes feels like the world is moving faster than we can keep up. However, letting go of a completely sedentary lifestyle is one of the most impactful changes you can make in your 70s. Regular physical activity, no matter how gentle, keeps the body stronger, the mind sharper, and the spirit brighter. You don't have to run marathons or lift heavy weights to stay active. In fact, simple movements like walking, stretching, swimming, or practicing yoga can do wonders. One woman in her 70s shared her story about discovering Tai Chi. "I used to wake up stiff and achy, but now I feel more flexible and calm." Her daily routine transformed from a slow, painful start to a more flexible and peaceful one. Movement does more than just keep you physically fit. It also releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. It's not about becoming a fitness enthusiast. It's about maintaining balance, flexibility, and muscle strength, all of which are crucial for preventing falls and injuries. By staying active, you open the door to a healthier and more vibrant life, and that's something worth celebrating every day. Ready to explore the next essential step toward a more fulfilling life? Let me know when to continue. 3. Let go of the fear of asking for help. In your 70s, independence often becomes a point of pride. Many of us feel that asking for help is a sign of weakness or a loss of autonomy. However, the reality is quite the opposite. Accepting help can actually enhance your quality of life and strengthen your bonds with those around you. Letting go of the fear of asking for assistance isn't about losing independence. It's about embracing connection and community. One common theme on senior forums is the initial struggle to accept help. Yet time and again people have shared how welcoming a bit of support transformed their daily lives. One woman shared her journey. "I used to be so stubborn about doing everything myself. When I finally asked my daughter to help with groceries, it became this beautiful weekly ritual. Now we shop together and laugh so much. I didn't lose my independence. I gained a new connection." It's true that loved ones want to be there for you, and by allowing them to lend a hand, you actually create opportunities for deeper relationships. Whether it's help with chores, technology, or simply having someone to talk to, embracing the idea that it's okay to lean on others can reduce stress and increase joy. Fourth, let go of the need to always stay busy. For years, many of us have been conditioned to believe that staying busy equates to being valuable. We've spent decades juggling responsibilities, careers, and family, often with little time left for ourselves. But as you reach your 70s, it's time to let go of this constant need for productivity. You've earned the right to rest, relax, and do things purely for your own enjoyment. It's not always easy to break the habit. One older man shared a powerful insight. "I spent decades always on the go, but it wasn't until I learned to slow down that I found real happiness." He took up painting, not because he was particularly skilled at it, but because it brought him peace. He would sit by his window, brush in hand, and lose himself in the simple joy of creativity. Whether it's reading, gardening, meditating, or simply sitting on your porch and enjoying a cup of tea, give yourself permission to savor the moments of stillness. This isn't about being lazy. It's about reclaiming your time and embracing the pleasures that life offers in the present moment. Let go of unhealthy relationships. By the time you reach your 70s, you likely have a good sense of who truly lifts you up and who drains your energy. It's time to prioritize your well-being by letting go of toxic or unhealthy relationships. You deserve to be surrounded by people who genuinely care about your happiness, who listen, and who bring positivity into your life. One Redditor put it succinctly, "I realized that some people were more invested in my misery than in my happiness. Letting them go was the best decision I made in my 70s. This realization can be challenging, especially when it involves a longtime friend or even a family member. But setting healthy boundaries allows you to invest your time and energy in the relationships that truly matter. Releasing these negative connections isn't about cutting people off in anger or bitterness. Instead, it's about choosing peace and joy over conflict and stress. By surrounding yourself with supportive and caring people, you create a more nurturing environment for yourself, which directly impacts your emotional and mental well-being. 6. Let go of clutter, physical and emotional. Clutter is more than just the things that fill up your home. It's also the emotional baggage that lingers in your mind. Letting go of both can be incredibly liberating. Many seniors have shared how decluttering has transformed not only their living spaces, but also their mental and emotional states. One man put it this way, "I didn't realize how much my stuff was weighing me down until I started letting go of it." Start with small steps. Donate clothes you no longer wear, clear out a junk drawer, or pass on items that no longer serve a purpose. You'll likely find that as your home becomes more organized, your mind feels clearer too. The same principle applies to emotional clutter. Release old grudges, fears, or worries that have been taking up valuable mental space. Imagine feeling lighter, freer, and more at peace, both in your physical environment and within yourself. Decluttering isn't just about making space in your home, it's about making room for the good stuff, joy, peace, and simplicity. 7. Let go of comparison to your younger self. One of the toughest things to let go of in your 70s is the habit of comparing yourself to your younger years. It's natural to miss the physical energy, speed, or stamina you once had, but constantly measuring your present self against your past can prevent you from appreciating the unique strengths of growing older. Aging is not a decline, it's an evolution of wisdom, resilience, and a deeper understanding of life. One woman shared her poignant realization: "I used to mourn the loss of my younger self, but I've come to realize there's a different kind of strength in growing older. I've earned these years." That mindset shift allowed her to embrace her current self with gratitude and grace. Your value doesn't diminish just because you're not as fast or physically strong as before. Focus on what you can do now, whether it's nurturing your relationships, pursuing new hobbies, or sharing the wisdom you've gathered over the years. Celebrate all the experiences that have shaped you into the person you are today. 8. Let go of worrying about the future. As you move through your 70s, it's easy to fall into the trap of worrying about what's to come. Concerns about health, finances, or the unknown can easily steal your joy. But constant worry is like paying a debt you don't owe, as one saying goes. Learning to let go of excessive worry allows you to fully embrace the present moment and the peace that comes with it. One insightful comment from a YouTube thread captured this perfectly. "I realized that no amount of worry would change the future, so now I focus on enjoying today." This doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or planning for the future. It means finding balance by living with uncertainty while still appreciating the present. Instead of allowing worry to dominate your thoughts, trust in your strength and resourcefulness to handle whatever comes your way. When you focus on enjoying each day as it comes, you create space for more meaningful experiences and a sense of calm. Let go of perfectionism. Perfectionism can be exhausting at any age, but by the time you reach your 70s, it's time to embrace a more relaxed and forgiving approach to life. For many years, you might have felt the pressure to keep everything in perfect order, whether it was a spotless home, an immaculate appearance, or a life where everything went according to plan. But now, it's essential to recognize that life doesn't need to be perfect to be wonderful. One touching story from an older woman stands out. "I realized my grandchildren didn't care if the house was spotless. They cared about playing with me. I was wasting precious moments chasing perfection instead of enjoying life." Her realization led to a shift where she began accepting the mess and imperfections, choosing instead to focus on the joy of spending time with her loved ones. Letting go of the need for perfection allows you to experience life more freely and authentically. It's about appreciating the little imperfections that add character and richness to your days. You deserve to relax, let things be, and enjoy the beauty of life's unexpected moments. Let go of limiting beliefs about age. One of the most empowering shifts you can make in your 70s is to let go of the belief that certain things are no longer possible simply because of your age. The idea that aging means you can't learn something new, travel, or try a hobby you've always wanted to explore is outdated. Aging doesn't diminish your potential. It evolves with new opportunities for growth, exploration, and fulfillment. One inspiring story came from a 72-year-old man who said, "I always thought that once I hit 70, I'd be too old to learn anything new. But then I picked up the guitar for the first time, and now I play every day." His story serves as a reminder that age is just a number, not a limit. Whether it's learning a language, starting a creative pursuit, or even considering a new career, it's all possible when you adopt a mindset of curiosity and wonder. This stage of life is a chance to explore with a fresh perspective, freed from the constraints of earlier years. 11th, let go of neglecting. Mental health. Mental health is often overlooked in later years, but it's just as crucial as physical health. Many people assume that feeling down, anxious, or lonely is simply part of aging, but this belief is far from the truth. Depression, anxiety, and isolation are common among seniors, but they are not inevitable. You have the right to feel mentally and emotionally well no matter your age. One moving story from a man in his 70s illustrates this beautifully. For years, I thought feeling down and disconnected was just part of life after 70. Then I started seeing a therapist, and now I feel like I've been given a second chance. His decision to seek help completely transformed his outlook and reignited his passion for life. Taking care of your mental well-being can include therapy, joining a support group, practicing mindfulness, or even opening up to a trusted friend or family member. It's important to let go of any stigma around seeking help and recognize that prioritizing your mental health can dramatically improve your quality of life. 12th, let go of financial anxiety. Financial concerns can be heavy at any age, but in your 70s, they can become a persistent source of stress. Worrying about savings, retirement funds, or leaving enough for loved ones can often cloud your peace of mind. While it's wise to be financially responsible, constantly stressing over money can rob you of the joy and relaxation you've worked so hard to earn. One story shared by a woman in her 70s on a senior-focused forum summed this up perfectly. I used to lie awake at night, worrying about whether I had saved enough. Then one day, my son told me, "Mom, you've done enough. You raised us, saved what you could. Let us worry about the rest." It was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Letting go of financial anxiety doesn't mean neglecting planning. It means trusting that you've done your best and allowing yourself to enjoy the present. If you need reassurance, consult a financial advisor to ensure that your plans are sound. Once you have that peace of mind, focus on living fully, whether it's treating yourself to small pleasures, exploring new experiences, or simply enjoying moments with loved ones.